Hi everyone. I've been watching everybody on YouTube make tote bags out of dish drying mats. Well, I don't need a tote bag, but I do need a little zipper pouch in the car to keep Kleenex, wet wipes, just a little travel thing. Well, I found these and I thought, oh, I will put this on the zipper pouch as a pocket. And I also found the little gnome, and the plain one is what I'm going to use for mine. And then I got 3 dish mats. And I also bought this fox print for the lining. And those, I bought 3 fat quarters, but instead I'm going to use this. And this is, what is it? It's Ottertex PU polyester ripstop, and this is gold. And I'm going to put this in my zipper pouch because that'll make it water resistant, and with the absorbance of the pouch, if anything spills, it's not going to get all over my car seats. So what I'm going to do is cut the mat in half. Best I can. It would have been easier to go over there and use a rotary cutter. And I'm going to make the lining the same size as that. So I am just going to cut this with a rotary cutter. I don't like this one, but how does it work? Oh yeah. You can use scissors. And I have to cut out my bottoms, which I'm going to do at 1 inch on the bottom. All right, up. And I'm just going to put 1 inch, draw with my pencil. Same over here, 1 inch. Cut that out, do the same thing on the other side of the outside, which is going to be your dish mat. Okay, so that's done. Now, the idea for the pocket came to me when I was in the dollar store looking for a dish mat. I saw those pot holders. But then Deb asked the Pug Mom quilter told me that Chelsea does a lot of the tote bags, and she's using it as a pocket on her tote bags. So the second idea I did get from her, because I was just going to sew, I don't know where the pot holder is, I was just going to sew the pot holder all the way around and just have this little pocket. Well, what she did, she only sewed like from here all the way around, then you have a double pocket. So I'm going to do that for my car travel bag. I was going to just use a regular zipper, but I moved them somewhere, and I don't know where I moved them. I'm just going to line it up, make it a 1/2 inch shorter on each side, and I'll just put a faint mark there. You can use something that's erasable if you want. I am not. Oh wait, it was to go from here. No. Okay. Now I just need to measure my zipper and cut it off at that size. Got some scraps down here. I will use that. No, not that. That's too big. I'm just going to use these 2 pieces of scraps right here for my zipper tabs. And I'm just going to fold it in half again. And then this will go on the end of my zipper. Now, if you didn't want to do zipper tabs, you could just put the zipper on bigger and just sew it right down. You wouldn't even have to add a zipper tab. Because I missed the back. Alright, there's that. Now I'm just going to cut this off to meet the zipper, making it even on both sides. So now I'm going to lay this zipper face down with the zipper pulled to the left. I'm just going to clip this on. You can use double-sided tape, whatever you want to do. And the only thing you got to do is watch out for your zipper pull, which I should have moved out of the way a long time ago. And I'm just sewing it right on there. I'm lining it up with the edge. Now I'm going to move that out of the way. Now before I continue putting the zipper on, I need to sew that pocket on. And I am just going to put a pin in the middle. You can use double-sided tape, whatever you want to do. And I am just going to sew around this. And I'm just going to sew right on the inside of that binding. Right on the edge where it ends. Oh, you can see. That's right. I forgot. I did it so you could see. Okay, and right here I'm going to backstitch because there's my pocket. All right. And there is my pocket on. Right here. My pocket is on. And I have a pocket here. And I have a pocket here. I lost my scissors again. Hi, Henry. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Lacey. Okay, so now I'm going to take my front and I'm going to take one of the linings and put it on top of there. Just make sure your holes at the bottom are on there. You know, the cutouts that you made. And then line this up and just sew it again. So let me just line this up and start stitching. I'm going to do a 2.5 on this because of the ripstop. I don't want to put a hole in it. All right, let me move that zipper pull out of the way. Lacey, don't get into Mama's pop now. And these would even be great to take to a game, you know, a soccer game or something. You could put the kids' snacks in it, or, well, you usually put those in. But just even for your first aid kit, anything you need that you don't want to have to take with you everywhere, but you want it with you, that you could just leave in the car. So now I'm going to pull that back and push it out of the way. I will wait to top stitch when I'm done because I like to go all the way around at the same time. So now what I'm going to do, here's my front with the pumpkin. There's my back with my lining. And I'll clean up all the threads when I'm done. So now I'm going to take my other piece of the drying mat and line it up, the sides up, clip it on, and sew that part of the zipper on. Now I'm just sewing that zipper right along the edge. And now I got to move that zipper pull out of the way. All right. All your sides are sewn on. Now I'm going to take it apart like this. And I'm going to top stitch with the lining and everything on both sides, but I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. I'm just going to go across the zipper tab. And I'm going to raise my stitch length to a 3.5 for this. Maybe a 4. And just pull everything taut and then stitch all the way. Okay, make sure everything's out of the way and taut. Now we're going to stop at the zipper pull and go across. Turn it and go across. Make sure you pull everything down out of the way. And then we're just going to go across here, up to the other side. Make sure everything's lined up and out of the way. Place it down and move your thing out of the way. And we're going to go back across and stop at the other side and back stitch. All right, let's cut that. So that's all done. And I will fix all my threads after. I'm just trying to make this as short as possible. Now you're just going to clip all your edges, and then you're going to sew all the way around and leave a hole in your lining for turning. I'm just going to start right at there, right at that clip. I'm doing a little more than a quarter just in case that nylon slips. I don't want to have to on the lining. On the outside, it'll be a quarter. But you want your lining just a tad bit smaller than your main. So now be very careful when you get up to the seam that you're not going through your zipper tab. And make sure your zipper's not in there out of the way. I've had that happen. Oh, what was that? Oh, I got a broken needle. Well, fixed my broken needle. Now I'm going to continue sewing. I don't know what I went through. Oh, maybe part of that pumpkin down at the bottom. But if your machine has trouble going through thick seams, yep, that's what it was. It was that. So make sure you keep that pot holder out of your seam, or you'll break a needle like I did. But you could use your walking foot. I don't like to use my walking foot unless I absolutely have to, so. Okay, now I'm going to go up this side. I'm going to back stitch. And hopefully that zipper's open inside because I forgot to check. Okay, we're getting towards that zipper pull, so I like to turn that out of the way to make sure. Okay, now we're just going to go back down this side. And over here, across the other side. And it looks like that slipped, but that's all right because I'll go here. Okay. And then we're going to go in and back across. To square the corners, you just separate right here and put those seams together and then stitch across. If I can get this in there, make sure I can get it pushed down. There we go. Okay, let's just sew across that. Okay, so this is what you have. Now you're going to reach your hand in, and hopefully you left the zipper pocket open. I've done that before and not done it. And then you just pull this through. I'm going to cut that tag off. Okay. Pull it through, pull it through. Poke out all your corners and everything. sure you check at this point to make sure all your seams are sewed, which mine seem to be for once. So I'll poke out the corner, poke out my zipper tabs, and everything looks good. So all we got left is to close this hole. I just put my hands in there, even up the seam, clip it, and then sew it crossed. All right, now let's just put that down. Back stitch. Whoop, I need to slow down. I don't know what's wrong today, but I am like on super fast speed. And that's not good. So, good thing it's for my car because nobody wants a crooked pumpkin. You can even do some embroidery and put some stuff on there. So, thanks for watching.